Yo, guys, welcome to the BFFs podcast YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video before it starts. Let's get into it.
Okay, another episode of BFF. Josh and I are both rocking the BFF hoodies, and that means, Brianna, you are screwed.
Yeah, you guys left me out. I don't know.
That's all. We have people who don't think, so that's Kevin's fault, definitely. I would say
Nice going, Kevin.
Primarily.
Okay. I kind of got the same colors going on.
You do.
So it's okay.
Because it's not like I didn't order Josh his, he got it. Yeah. I didn't order myself mine, I got it. It's kind of like
fuck
when they
Brianna.
don't tag you.
Yeah.
That's not us. Like, we do the podcast. We move on.
All right.
You're part of it. I assume they'll take care of you. They don't.
You guys get to step your game up.
Well, it's not.
No, him.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
they have
Like,
to step their
Brianna
game
is part of the podcast. So, anyways, they're sold out. So I don't.
Yeah. I'll
Good
get
luck.
it on the second drop. Okay.
Good luck getting it. Anyways, all right. And I've been running around because the fun thing that I'm doing with it is taking up time. I just did an interview, so I'm kind of fresh on these subjects. But we got Sway House cleanup here, which we always start with. And the first thing I see, and nobody seems to understand what this means, is, and I'll read it directly. Hey, Josh, what's up with the billion comments on his TikToks about him making a song?
So, this is weird, but someone hacked my Spotify and then went and released a song called Lemon Dreams or something like that. And it's absolute dog water. Like, it's the worst song ever.
Your song?
It's not mine. I never made it. It's not me on the track. They just hacked my Spotify, released a song, and then that was it.
So you're saying whoever sang, what's the name of it?
Lemon Dreams, I think.
Lemon Dreams.
Yeah.
The creators of Lemon Dreams hacked your Spotify, and then how do you release a song on Spotify?
I guess you could, it's like kind of like SoundCloud. Can you just upload? Yeah.
You got to go through like distro kid or something. I don't fucking know how to do it, but
So did people think it was you?
Yeah, they think it was me that made the song. That's like
All of his
that's the funny
comments
thing.
are lemons, and then this song is so trash. Josh.
Did you know that's
Yeah.
what happened, Brianna?
No, I didn't know someone hacked his Spotify.
You know what a lot of people do in our world.
Yeah.
When you release a bad song,
Oh my god.
or you
dude.
do something that you are embarrassed by, you
Cover up.
you say you were hacked.
Go look at, like, literally listen to it. It's
we have it?
It's so bad. It's obviously a joke how bad it is. Like, it's not like an actual song even. It's like the reverb and auto tune on the voice is like completely fucked up in the mastering. Like, they fucked up the song.
How do we listen to the song?
Yeah.
Oh,
YouTube maybe?
oh, we got it. All right.
Yeah, we got to hear it now. Lemon Dreams, Josh Richards.
Let's go. This is my second single after Still Softish, 2 bangers.
I'm kind of excited to hear
Me
this song.
too.
Song debuts.
Lemonade, a box of sugar. I won't change if I won't lose her.
It's brutal.
I don't mind the hook so far.
You like
Like the beat. I don't like the hook. I don't hate the beat. All right. I was hoping that there'd be some shred of me being like, dude, that's you. I don't think it is. So
Yeah,
what did
no.
how long did it take you to realize like what was happening?
So what happened? I think I actually found it pretty quick because it was like New Year's or whatever. So all the Spotify, like, oh, your most listened to rapper is this. You know how people all do that on Spotify? So I was going on the app to see who I was like most of my listens were. I also wanted to see how many streams Still Soft just got in a year. So I went on, and then I see I had a second song under my name. And I was kind of like, huh, that's weird. I do not remember making this. So then I just talked to like my managers, and I think they deleted it off the Spotify.
That would be like a funny merch drop, like just lemons, like Josh Richard maybe
Do
a
some
signature
lemon
on the
dreams.
sleeve. Josh Richard.
The
lemons.
thing is,
All
that's
right.
that's the
That
second
clears
time that's
that up.
happened.
That part. Now, Cardi B is coming directly for your throat.
I saw that. Don't know what beef she has with me. Don't know why. I mean, WAP, literally, like, everyone did that. I think it's because I didn't do that audio. That's what I think it is. I didn't do that WAP dance, and she's probably pissed.
What she tweeted, the pretty boys, you, on TikTok be kind of cringed, weird emoji, like the lick and smile while singing Shorty a Little Baddie is like, y'all like this? Question mark. And then we got a video of, I believe, you doing exactly what Cardi B's talking about. But this is not, I mean, this isn't news to me. This is before I even knew Josh. I'm like, these wiggle dickers, I don't know what they're doing. All right, listen, I don't hate.
I was kind of making fun of it. I was kind of making fun of the trend. You see, I put the tin foil for the grill. Like, I was making a joke a little bit.
So that was going to be my question because, yeah, you're making fun, but your audience, you're like like you guys, Sway Boy. To me, you guys are like the new like boy bands, right? And your audience,
Right.
You have a lot of young girls, and so you're playing to that. But then when the camera's over, are you like, man, that was dumb?
Sometimes.
I mean, whatever. It's how you get huge. Noah Beck. I don't know if we asked. We always get lost in confusion. My interpretation of Noah is he's never going to come on this podcast, so I don't ask. Maybe he would, but he's getting
Maybe.
shit.
I don't know.
What?
I said he might. I have no idea, though.
We should ask him, but
Yeah.
he's getting shit for making a TikTok with people storming the Capitol behind him on TV. So let's see what he did here.
Wait, so he got in trouble because his family was watching the news?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. That is one of those. It's like, does he know what he's doing here? And if he is, it's almost like ironically funny. Like if someone's making fun of the Sway Boys and TikToks, you do that. You do it with like, you know, like the planes going to the Trade Center when you're like making a weird TikTok. It's like this guy. That's how you would make fun of it on like SNL.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. But I don't think he knew that. Like, it's not like he set up his camera and was like, I'm going to make this TikTok with people, storming the Capitol behind me. I don't think he did that on purpose.
But do you not watch the TikTok? Like, do you not? I'm not saying he did it on purpose, but does he not watch the TikTok before he pressed publish?
But what's the problem? I'm confused. What's the problem with posting that video if he's just, like, watching the news?
Because it was like a seminal moment in American history. A lot of people like this is like the lowest moment or one of them with like these wackos storming the fucking Capitol and he's doing a TikTok dance. You don't see that?
Yeah, I guess I see what you mean. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like, okay.
So
I mean, I don't think he knew though. I'm like siding with Noah on here where it's like he didn't know what he was doing.
Okay, well, Brianna Chicken Fries, you're like a TikToker. Like, do you not, like, wouldn't you be like,
Oh, yeah, of course. But I think Noah Beck is especially very oblivious to that.
It's almost like, and I know this
Comments
is before.
Are brutal, though. On that
No
video.
shit, they're brutal.
Yeah. But, like, that's why you would think he would see the comments and maybe delete it?
I'd like not deleting. But it is that it's the back and forth of how ridiculous these TikTok dances are. He's got like the la-di-da-da. And fucking people are getting like whacked at the Capitol. So it's like, this kind of two things. It almost reminds me, this is before your time, there's like an episode of Seinfeld where Jerry hadn't seen his girlfriend in forever. And his parents were staying with him. So they went to see Schindler's List and they were like making out in the middle of the movie. So it's like, you kind of got those two things going. I could see how, listen, we were in Miami and the mayor of Miami was like trying to convince me to move to Miami and move Barstool.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw all that.
And that was in the middle of the Capitol, and even he was going to post it. I'm like, we should probably wait. Like, I'm not saying Noah had like intentions or anything, but I can see how people are like, look at this fucking wiggle dicker. Like he's just in his own wiggle dick world. While
we almost didn't post our podcast because of the Capitol stuff. So Kevin was texting me and was like, "Oh, we're just waiting, so don't like promo the podcast yet, just in case it's like insensitive."
Right.
So
right.
Yeah.
Because bigger things. And
yeah,
so
exactly.
I can see how he gets mad. Now, next one. You have to tell the truth here.
What is it?
Because I saw a video that a bunch of people sent to me, and now I can't find it. And we have like a trust tree. We got it. Yes. Okay, good.
Oh fuck.
Because I was like, I won't go after tissue paper. I won't go after Bryce Hall as long as he doesn't talk about me. It's like whatever. It's like if he's gonna cry, he'll cry, and I'll just leave him. I won't. Some boys can't get in the ring. He's one of those guys doesn't want to get in the ring. Fine, he can stay on the side. So I'm like, all right, fine.
I mean,
and
he can get in the ring.
According to the internet, I'm the most problematic person of 2020. And this is my energy drink, Annie Energy. And that's a pink Tesla. There's no correlation. With only 30 calories and 75 milligrams of caffeine, you won't look like a disgusting old fart ball like Dave Portnoy by the time you're 70. Cop Annie Energy now.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Bryce, that was funny, dude.
So, all right, I'm fine with it. I'm actually happy that he did it. But we can't have this. Well, Dave, you can't talk about Bryce because he cries, and then he does that.
I know. I did ask you not to talk about it because I wanted Bryce to be like, I wanted everything to be calm and no. Fuck, man. I don't know now. I guess it's open. I guess it's open for
it has to be. How can it not? If he's going to do that, then, all right, he's back in the ring. And he's mad again, I guess. And you know what it is? It's his thing. Is he an ugly guy? No. Is he as good looking as the rest of the guys in your house? No. And I think deep down he's like, that bothers him, even though he has Addison Rae and all this stuff. But he's getting mad again. He's getting roasted on Twitter for not being attractive. And then everyone's calling him Bruce Hall.
Oh, man. I mean, I think Bryce I think he's a dope guy. I think he's an attractive guy. Like, yeah. Why are people roasting him left and right? Like, what's the Twitter beef about?
Well, that dude Quackity, who we don't know who he is.
How does he
keep?
Who
the fuck is this guy?
No clue.
Yeah, how does he keep getting in this shit? Where's he coming from?
Where is he coming from?
So Quackity got in the middle of this fight, and then he called him Bruce Hall, and then everyone just is calling Bryce Hall Bruce Hall
because of Quackity.
Yeah, Quackity's fucking tearing shit up.
Bro, he's setting like trends left and right. He's making people like start trending on Twitter. It's like starting new names for people. I don't know where this guy came from or who he is, but he's got to be somebody.
He's got to be somebody. And it's that's like Dave Portnoy playbook number one. That's like day one I started this company. That's like day one stuff for me. Just say their name wrong. Like,
right.
Call Bryce Hall Bruce Hall, bang, roasted. It's so simple, but now everyone's calling him Bruce Hall. And by the way, that's like Bryce will play it off, but he's just sitting in a dark room, like banging his fist on like an.
I think it's because it autocorrects.
Bruce.
No, I mean, hey, he tweeted and he seemed to be taking it all right. He threw the little laughing emoji up.
Yeah, but he did that originally with me, and then he cried for like 2 weeks straight.
I think he's ready. I think he's
get him in. That would be huge numbers.
I mean, I don't think he really like. There's no way he can care that much. Like, I think it's got to be like just for like Twitter and stuff like that.
But you asked me not to. I mean, you asked me not to talk about him.
I think he cares.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I wanted there to be no beef. I wanted it to just be calm and like everyone to get along, and then eventually, get Dr. Phil on, mend the broken.
That's what we should do.
Friendship.
We should get Dr. Phil on. That would be funny. We can sit down and be like, Dave and Alex said you look like Sid from Ice Age. You cried. How do we fix it?
Exactly, because it needs to be fixed.
We'll give him a BFF hoodie.
Oh yeah.
He'll burn it.
Burn it. What's his name?
Party animal. It's actually sick as fuck.
Yeah, party animal. So we could like even do a special, like we'll put it like on a sleeve, like a special drop collab, as they say in the merch business.
We have
Hello,
Perez
BFFs,
whenever.
party animal.
We got Perez.
collab.
Okay. So this was Brianna. You were like, let's get him. What did you think of getting Perez on here? Like, I wasn't sure. He's my era. I'm like, do TikTok people know him?
They know him because they hate him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a
Yeah.
trivia type of scenario.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when
Like
I was
despise him.
coming up, and we'll get him on, he wasn't hated. He was like part of the establishment.
Yeah.
Like he was hanging out with celebs, everything. And then he's back in the mix now for being hated, and he's been kicked off TikTok. So let's bring him in. BFFs brought to you by Roman. Most guys have tried different ways to last longer, but thinking about baseball doesn't always work. The folks at Roman, an online men's health company, are changing the game with Roman swipes, the secret to longer-lasting sex. Saying the Pledge of Allegiance in your head, counting backwards 10 times, doesn't work. Roman swipes are clinically proven way to last longer in bed. Effective, easy to use, fast-acting, don't require prescription. Roman can ship swipes to you in discreet, unmarked packaging, and each swipe pack is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. Super easy to use. Just take the swipes out of the pocket, swipe it on, let it dry, and you're good to go. That's it. Go to getroman.com/BFF. You can get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. That's getroman.com/BFF. Okay, back to the show. Can you hear
hey
us,
there.
Perez?
Yes,
Wow. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks.
my pleasure. I feel like I manifested this. Last week, I slid into Dave's DMs and I invited myself on your show, but he never saw it. I don't know if he did. Did you?
Well, I think I did. Here's the thing. So I've been doing the Barstool thing forever, and we said, I don't know if you heard us when we got on, because as a guest, I'm like, you're from I don't want to make us sound old, but my era, and you were part of kind of the establishment when I was growing up. Like, you were hanging around with all the celebs. You were kind of the top guy in the world of like the paparazzi, and you were drawing the things. And then I asked Josh and Brianna, who are both younger, like, yeah, he's relevant. Josh said because everyone hates you his age. Brianna's like he got kicked off TikTok. So they're two different. Like, I don't know you in this world. I know you much before when, you were at the top of your game. So I don't know where this is going to go. But I was like, when you reached out, my original reaction was like, oh, I don't think anyone for the TikTok crowd will know who he is. And then Josh's like, yeah, no, everyone hates him.
I'm glad to be known by the younger generation. I now, this year, am celebrating 17 years of being around. And 99% of the popular TikTokers will not have a career as an influencer in 17 years. I think it's very smart what Josh is doing, collaborating with you, because it widens his audience, and then it's smart for you as well because you get some of his audience too. Even it's wild. Things back in my day when I first started, the shelf life of an influencer used to be longer. And it's gotten shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. The popular TikTokers, many of them from last summer or 2 years ago, aren't relevant anymore. Like Lauren Gray, lovely girl, she seems like. Before CHARLI d'Amelio, she was the most followed person on TikTok for a very long time. Now, nobody talks about her. And if you want to be an influencer that has longevity, you need to be talked about. You may not like Jake Paul or his brother, but they both do a very good job of maintaining people's interest.
Right.
And even though I did not like getting kicked off of TikTok, the New York Times wrote an article about it and I got so much press. And at the end of the day, I like that more than anything else because that is what keeps me going,
So from Josh's perspective, and I guess Brianna's, Josh, why does everyone hate Perez?
I think it's usually because of like the videos he makes against CHARLI, if I'm not mistaken. It's like making fun of her for like dancing in bikinis and like the whole like weird old guy sexualizing a girl. That's pretty much what people say. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny to me because maybe Dave has, I don't know how much you're into TikTok, Dave. I know you have an account, but it wasn't always the case back in the day where older people were seen as the enemy. But for so many people on TikTok, if you're above the age of 35, they just, for the most part, don't like you, especially if you're talking about TikTokers. Even if I don't say anything critical, they'll just say, this is none of your business, old man. You shouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah. So it is something that I've noticed. Like, we've talked about it, that there is everything that you say is taken very literal, and it is a very young audience. So it is a little bit of a fine line of, like, I actually like Dixie Dement. Like we talk. I've tried to get her on this podcast. I wore, like, I'm a Dixie Stan shirt, and young people are like, that's creepy, you're old. It was clearly a joke. So there is that element of it. But I get along with Dixie. From what I'm seeing, like, Charlie, does Charlie not like you either? I could see that.
No,
being
Charlie,
like
Charlie hates Perez. Charlie hates you, 100%.
I mean, she's never even commented on me, so I don't know if that I would describe it that way, publicly at least. I mean, she might have spoken to you privately if you're privy to any information.
I'm not super, like, close friends with Charlie. Like, we don't really talk on a, like, at all. But what I see on, like, Twitter, or what I see is, like, when she talks about how she's going to continue, like, being confident and posting what she wants to post in.
Was that a subtweet?
That's like,
was that like a
that's
subtweet
got to
at
be a
you where she's
subtweet
like,
at you for, like,
I
commenting.
feel happy and confident. So me wearing a bathing suit, swimsuit at the beach is a problem. Well, sucks to suck, doesn't it? Was that at you?
Yeah.
Had to be.
I don't think it was just at me, because a lot of people around that time were also commenting about her. You know, what kicked everything off was I first joined TikTok in August of 2019, and I used it for a long time. Then in March, on my For You page, I saw this video of CHARLI D'Amelio. And at that point, I don't know if she was #1 yet, but maybe she was the second most followed person. And I'm an old fart now. I'm in my 40s. I have 3 kids. And I think like an old person.
You have 3 kids?
Yeah. I have 3 children, young. I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And I saw this at the time, 15-year-old girl dancing, doing adult choreography, like gyrating was how I perceived it, in a bikini with a low camera angle to a song that literally went, I don't take big blank, but I'll blank on it. Yeah, I didn't know if we could curse. Yeah. It was a very explicit song. In hindsight, I should have directed. So I left a comment, which I do not regret. My comment was, is this appropriate? That's all I asked. And because of that one comment, people falsely accused me of body shaming her. People falsely accused me of all of these things. I just asked a legitimate question. In hindsight, I probably should have directed that question at her parents, because I get it. She was 15. She was doing what all of the other popular TikTokers were doing or whatnot, but her parents should be or are monitoring her TikTok, you know, is dancing to a song about taking dick and fucking the right thing to do when you're 15 and in a bikini and all of these.
But that is why I could see the TikTok world being like, hey, old man, get the fuck out of here.
Man.
Because it's like their world, and it's like they're not inviting like grandpa into it to be like, yo, is this so I get that. I get that element of it.
It was insane. I've been around, like I said, for 17 years. I've never, and this is probably something that Josh experiences and all of the other popular TikTokers. I've never seen a platform as toxic as TikTok. After that, which I don't regret, and I'm not sorry for that comment, for 3 whole months, March, April, and May, I had her fans telling me to kill myself every day. It was a very popular trend at the time called fairy comments, where they would leave like the most disgusting things, like you're a baddie but without the bad, like die, or some stupid ones like
you're a baddie without the bad.
Yeah, get it? Because like baddie has BADDIE,
Yeah,
so
so,
like
just
die.
die.
You're a
Yeah,
baddie.
I don't know. I mean, we've
just,
been
like,
around the
little,
block.
like-
What was that
No.
one where people could leave like just anonymous comments, like college? Like that was worse. But
No,
again,
I can handle it. My point is, I can take it because I've been around so long.
Right.
But I do have a lot of empathy for some of these very young TikTokers that are dealing with the. It really is the most insanely toxic platform that I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, TikTok is definitely the most toxic platform. I mean, I see that, and then I've also seen like Nessa go through that a lot. She used to get so much hate on the platform, and like all the comments were just like, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself.
That girl, your on again, off again girlfriend. On again, right?
on
I wasn't
always,
very-
just girlfriend.
I
Go
wasn't
ahead.
very. If you know anything about me, you know that Perez always keeps it real, and I only say things that I truly believe.
Right.
I wasn't that familiar with your girlfriend for a while. I actually got mostly introduced to her recently through her music, which I actually really like. I think she's very talented and has a real future as a musician. And and I don't say that about everybody, because some of the other TikTokers are trying to do music, and I would not say very successfully.
Josh just released like
I just released
a new
Lemon
banger,
Dreams, if you
Lemon
didn't
Drop
know.
Kid. We listened
Yeah.
to it like
You did?
Yeah.
Fire,
Was it
yeah.
just released today?
No, someone hacked my Spotify and they released a song under it. I don't know if you've seen. That's been like a weird trend recently. They did it to Griffin. They also did it to me. Yeah, so I don't know. Do you think, I have a question about the TikToks and like the section, like how people say it's sexualizing, right? Like that's what people are going for. Do you think that whole appropriate thing, do you think that like the thought behind the TikTok, like I don't think Charlie's going into making that TikTok and being like, this is a sexual thing. I think like TikTok has a pretty young and like playful, I guess, feel to it. So even though like songs today just have those lyrics, like what do you like, is it TikTok's fault for not bleeping out those cuss words when they're making trends to those dances? Like,
No. Like I said, I really think it was more about the parents, and I should have been more specific. Like, why I should have asked.
But
instead of,
you
"Is this
sound like
appropriate?"
you sound like a total asshole though to be like to jump in and be like, where's her parents on this? Again, I think they view it, and the world's fucked now. And it always is, but kids are younger and younger. I think they view it more as you're in our playground. Like, get out of here. Like, don't tattle our parents. Don't do this. Why you? That's where the sexualization comes out. I think, how old are they? 17, 18, 19? If they're doing that to each other.
She was 15 at the time, and it was by the time that video happened, it was the peak TikTok boom because everybody was home in the middle of the pandemic. And kids may not want to accept this, but TikTok is not for children anymore. It's for everybody. They made a big concerted effort to get, like, TikTok asked me to join. That's the craziest thing. Back in the summer of 2019, they had a call with me and they wanted me on the app.
But the definite answer that I would throw out, and I can see the TikTokers, it's like, is this appropriate? And if I was getting into it, I'd be like, is it appropriate for you to be watching it? That's what, like,
Well, I said, it was on my For You page.
Yeah.
She was the most followed still is the most followed person.
But you could, you don't have to, like, comment, I guess. I see what you're saying. I can see,
Well,
but
that's my job too. I'm a commenter. I'm a pop culture pundit. I talk about what's popular. She is the most followed person,
But
and was
I don't
one of the
even
top
know if it's
5.
necessarily-
It's absolutely fine to have an opinion. And the big difference, kids nowadays are a little soft.
I agree with that.
I don't do things how I used to. If old Perez would have been on TikTok in 2007, I would have definitely.
you had drawn like a vagina on her face or something.
I would have done things very differently. Thankfully, don't do things how I used to do anymore. And even still, even doing things in a different way, I still get in a lot of trouble.
And
I
there's
just
also
don't
an
know-
element that, like, a lot of the people just have no idea who you are, like, because they're so young and they're not around. And
Right, so they're just gonna attack someone that they don't know for sure, 100%. But also, like, is it really inappropriate for a 15-year-old to be talking about that shit? Because that's like a 10th grader. Are you saying like people in
No,
10th
I
grade
think
aren't
there's a
talking about
different
like
thing.
sexual things?
There's a difference between talking about it with your friends and then doing a dance saying like, I want to hop on your dick and posting it for the world, which is what she did.
But they're doing it anyways. Like, and Barcelona,
I mean, like, look at YouTube videos
we
that-
talk how we talk. But like, this is probably, what grade did you say that was, Josh?
She would have been in 10th grade at least.
Yeah, so I mean,
Like, come on,
these
high
songs
school?
are out. You could go all the way like down the chain or back up the
in
chain. Be
10th
like,
grade?
should this song be released with these lyrics?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you can go all the way down. TikTok's just given the platform where everyone sees it, and I agree with it. Like, I call these guys, this is how I started. I'm like these wiggle dickers now. I don't know what they're doing. They just like wiggle their dicks in front of a mirror. That's how like we started talking.
Yep.
But I see what you're saying,
Started a
Perez.
friendship.
It's like my job to comment on, but it's certainly a gray area when the super young are now like the super popular.
Yeah. No, and like I said, people may not want to hear this. I do not regret that comment. All I asked is this appropriate? I didn't say shame on her. I didn't say how disgusting. I didn't say anything else.
Right.
I just asked an open-ended question that I thought was a relevant question.
Would you, when you go back to that time when you're commenting to that, are you rewording that or are you just leaving it?
No, I
exactly how
said
you
I would
stated?
reword it. I would say I would pose it like, why haven't her parents taken this down yet?
But you sound like a narc. That's why you get all like the hate.
But I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm an
right.
old man. I'm a father of three.
That's
I own
fine.
it. I am old. I am not hip. I am not a kid. I'm not trying to be.
Fine.
Are you like owning like the Karen? Like you're owning the Karen title? Is that what you're doing?
No,
Is that the brand?
I think Karens are often entitled and privileged and out of touch. And I am out of touch with youth culture. I'm not trying to be, but to me, Karens often don't. It's tinged a lot in racial things and in just not in science.
I think they're just like usually the loud person at the grocery store that's like yelling at you for cutting in line. No. Because in real life, I'm actually like, I don't want any drama. I won't say anything. I'll just like, all right, let that crazy person. So you're kind of like how like Dave's a little scared of getting beat up by Bryce, kind of thing.
Well, if he's gonna throw a punch, I'm not gonna fight. It's like, what am I gonna get beat up
you
by
guys,
an 18-year-old fucking sloth?
Well, when we talk about stepping in the ring, Dave, when you talk that, we can't talk about the real ring because he's a big guy.
I want no part of that.
No, we can't
None.
have that.
Zero.
We can't.
I will go after him in a battle of wits. Fists, I'm out.
No, yeah, because he would.
No, I want no part of that.
But you would beat him like verbally.
Yes, I mean he does like steroids and shit and works out like 3,000 times a fucking day.
He's good. Hey, he is good on the social media drama. I wouldn't count him out, dude.
Oh,
he's actually pretty nice with it.
He's not good on the social.
He is good.
No, he's not.
I think so too.
He is,
I think so too.
Absolutely, I've got to give him credit for that.
He's been around for so.
Well, here's the
he's
thing, right?
like Jake or Logan.
Yeah, Bryce is excellent. I don't even like him, but he's excellent at what he does.
I like him.
For
He's
example,
tissue paper.
Listen, Noah Beck, I would say, is 99% certain making more money right now than Bryce Hall and has more followers than Bryce Hall. But Bryce is going to have a longer career than Noah Beck because the girls' infatuation with Noah will come and go. But Bryce knows how to work it and maintain success. I mean, it's wild. Even look at like the original Bryce Hall, like the original Josh, the original Sway House were those MagCon kids, right? Cameron Dallas and Nash Greer and that whole crew. Does anybody talk about them anymore? No. So I think it's really smart that Josh and Bryce and a couple of the other Sway guys are diversifying and trying to build businesses because, like I said at the very beginning, 99% of influencers today are not going to have a career as influencers in 17 years.
Are you saying Bryce Hall's like some sort of super genius creating this beef for me to stay relevant?
No, but he definitely learned from Jake Paul and Logan Paul. He learned what it takes to keep people talking about you.
He does actually. He's actually smart when he does this stuff. Like it's not like he's just like rifling off tweets. He thinks about things. Also, he studies things. And Dave, like, I think he's kind of like, you know how people call you polarizing, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about him. It's like he's either loved to death by people where it's like ride or dies, or it's people that are like hate him so much, but his name's still in their mouths always. So either way that he's getting talked about. You know what I mean?
And actually, I pay attention to him. What he's been doing in 2021 is very smart. And one of the things that I've done in my career, and that the Paul brothers have done as well, it's not just about diversifying, it's also about growing and changing. And I don't know if Dave has noticed this, but this year Bryce has been squashing beefs with people. He's been making.
I haven't noticed. He's created a beef with me.
Well, with
No.
He
says
with other people that he previously had drama, like with this kid Zach Clayton, or with some other folks,
like the hype house. He's been on a run to do like good kind of and like have a cleaner image or like be nicer and like kind of squash that beef. So I think he would be down to do it with you too, Dave. Like I think he's talked about it a little bit.
So yeah, that's very smart of him.
He just put me in a commercial with my crying.
I saw that. I commented on that commercial because it came up on my Instagram as an ad, and I said, "Is there any way I can dislike this ad?"
Yeah, I saw it too a couple times. I didn't get a ton.
I mean, I thought it was low-key funny as hell, that ad, though. Dave, you got to give it to him.
I had no problem with
funny.
it. Listen, he hasn't said there's nothing like that. I'd like. Listen, you asked me to be easy on him. He did his commercial. I will be nice to him, but I have a track record of just dragging people around the internet. Like, I'm happy to do it to him. I mean,
I think that you guys are low-key like you guys are almost like it would be the craziest like social media match up I think I've ever seen. That's what I would say. It would be. I don't know, man. It would be crazy. It would get every person in the world involved. Like
views,
there'd be
views,
everyone on the.
I'd ruin them.
Yeah. Unless you guys want to like.
I don't know because I think it's total different demographics, Dave. I think both of you would low-key walk out of it not being too hurt and only seeing benefits because what would happen is Bryce has a different demographic.
Who likes Bryce?
So, it's like it's like a girl college, high school girls, and then like high school guys. I would say
girls like him.
No,
yeah,
middle school girls.
No,
really?
No.
Yes.
It's all college and high school. That's what like people always think it's middle school, but like when we ever walk around, if we're on like UCLA campus or anything like that, that's where we get stopped.
But I have like weapons of mass destruction that I don't think he has. You're like, oh, college girls like him. It's like, okay, well, like Alex, like let's just destroy Bryce Hall, and it's like. Shh.
But I mean, like I don't think that's the goal, is it?
Well,
is it the goal for like you guys to like?
No, you've held me back.
Come
I'm
on
just
the
like
pod,
a bull circling in a little, waiting for the thing
like
to be
bull.
lifted.
Like the horse just before like the fucking race.
Anyways,
Jeez.
we got on thing. I appreciate you coming. Perez, you've been doing it for so long. There's other questions probably that aren't as relevant. But one thing I do have, and I have to ask about it, and I haven't seen it, where you're like, I didn't care that much. You know, I stood by what I said. But were you crying when you got kicked off TikTok?
Yeah, I was, because like many people, it wasn't even about TikTok. Thankfully now, since that time, I've been in therapy, talking to my therapist. I just had my 5th session last night. You know, I mentioned I'm a father of 3. My kids have been out of school since March of 2020. My kids are young. I'm a single dad. And I also live with my mother who helps, but she's old and very high risk and has health issues. Last year was so hard for me, like it was for many people. And I didn't realize at first that I was severely depressed. So I wasn't even crying about TikTok, but it was bigger than that. And thankfully, therapy has helped me so much. And if people are still struggling, talking to somebody can help so much. If you can't afford it, even just talking to, like, I didn't even feel like I wanted to talk to my friends about my problem last year because that felt selfish. Like I didn't want to leech. I didn't want to feel like I was using my friends to unload on them. Thankfully now I'm paying a professional who's an expert to talk about everything that has been going on and is still going on. But yeah, that really sucked, especially because I felt it was so unjust. I know for a fact that I didn't do anything that would get me kicked off any other social media app. But sure, it's TikTok, it's their own rules. If they want to keep it just a positive place or a criticism-free place, then that's their prerogative. There really isn't any free speech on social media.
Well, Charlie just dropped their nuts on your head. You went after Charlie, and it's like that was that. That's basically what happened.
But I definitely heard that.
Yeah.
I definitely heard that from several people.
Not
that
that was her specific, but it's like you went after the top dog, and you know.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that there were. I don't want to say who because I don't want to get sued, but I heard that some top creators got together and complained to TikTok, and I heard there were even threats that if I wasn't kicked off, that they were just going to exclusively use Triller, which is like this competing app.
Oh yeah, no, Josh is like the CEO of Triller.
Is he really? No, he's not.
No, yeah, he is.
Swear to God.
CEO?
Well, not CEO, but
I'm Chief Strategy Officer over at Triller.
Cool.
Yep.
Smart.
So, all right. Well, we
Make it
appreciate you
happen.
coming on. That was certainly interesting.
Wait, I have more. I want to know a little bit more. So I'll take
About
over your
what?
show now.
About what?
you guys. I'm just curious. So like Josh,
What?
I think on your bio, like what is
Yeah,
your dream?
we gotta wrap it up because
Okay.
Josh has a hard out at 1
Gotcha.
anyways.
Oh, gotcha.
Thank you, though,
I was
Perez.
just curious. All good. I was just curious what he wanted, like what his dream or goal
He
was.
wants it
'Cause
all.
like-
He wants to be a billionaire.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
does he want to be an actor? Is that what he's trying to do?
not necessarily trying to be an actor. No,
Okay.
that's just.
Cool,
I think
cool.
you're talking about the thing in my Instagram, right? Like that, how it says.
Yeah,
like,
it says that you're an actor.
yeah, that's just so I can like see my insights and stuff like that on Instagram.
I gotcha. Okay, cool.
No, I'm gonna like my goal is more to be like an entrepreneur and continue with this social media stuff, but I'm doing more like angel investing and building out companies. So
Companies that are
That's
attacking
very
me,
smart.
unprovoked attacks on me.
companies that send out commercials that just wreck Dave.
All right. Thank you, Perez.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later, Perez.
Thank you to Perez Hilton for coming on the podcast. And you can check him out, PHP with Perez Hilton and Chris Booker. It is surreal a little bit. It's like, again, he top dog when I was coming up. He was.
Well, I
everywhere.
mean, he almost just took over our podcast, Dave. Did you see that?
Yeah,
I
he
saw your
tried to.
face. You were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, all right, see you later. He's like, no, now you guys work for me.
Like, holy shit.
Something that's been going on, I guess, now is people are just making up shit like randos.
Just like super
who have-
fake fucking drama.
What's that?
It's just like the most fake drama ever.
Correct. So there's
Yeah.
Ava Luis, who I know and actually posted about me. When I say know, I like as loosely as you can know somebody. I think she slid in my DMs years ago and never hung out
Dave,
with her, never
okay.
met her, never nothing. She did post.
Dave, we need to pause. We need to pause real quick. How the fuck do you get all these girls sliding in your DMs, man? You might have the craziest amount of girls that slide in your DMs every show. It's like a new girl.
Well, you know, I end up being the ones who are trying to just create like fucking dramas. Like, ooh, this girl looks cute. She I think went to Rutgers, so she was close. But then I realized, it's like, okay, nothing's. But I probably traded like 5 or 6 messages with her. Hadn't heard her name in years. Actually, I had because she posted me. There was some trend like name the most famous
Celebrity you DM'd with or some shit like
and
that.
she posted me. And this was
That's
like
so
probably a week ago she did it, but the conversation was years ago. And then I was in Miami and Paul Gaz, he's like, hey, this girl's going viral. Don't you know her? So I reached out. And I'm like, do you want to come on this podcast? She said yes.
Right.
She's like, absolutely. And then it turned out she just
was
totally
all
made
fake.
up the story about Kanye, right?
Yeah, so it's like, what's the point? What's the point to have her on at that? Like, you know what I mean? We can just talk about it then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she's not on. And she's one of many, I guess, recently of people just making total bullshit claims to just get publicity. Jeffree Star did something. What did he do exactly?
Ava Luis came forward and said that
I think-
Kanye was having sex with Jeffree Star.
Which
Yeah.
is a total lie.
Total lie. Yeah, she even came out and said I was just doing that for attention.
And then we have this
She
Selena-
literally
Powell girl, who's an Instagram model, who says she fucked an entire basketball team.
And Bryce Hall.
And Bryce Hall. And saying she got paid to abort, like, the babies. I saw this just because people sent me Bryce Hall. But even I was like, this
where
doesn't
did
look fucking real. Bryce Hall couldn't do this.
Whoa. I've seen the guy pull. Seen the guy pull some crazy shit. But I don't. Okay, I just found it. No way that's what she said. I thought she was blowing up for like a text with Drake.
That as well. Wait, can we play the TikTok for him?
Yeah, play the TikTok. I haven't seen it.
If you wanna see some wet ass pussy. This too.
There's a 0% chance that's real.
Right.
Yeah.
You're telling me that girl is pulling all those different guys?
The
They're
Eminem
all like
one. The Eminem one was like, oh, this is. I mean, we're not.
Yeah, as soon as that one came up, like,
I feel like the Bryce Hall was like, no way.
Well, after she goes Jason Derulo, she had who was the first one? A Future or something like that. Offset.
Offset, yes.
And then that's fake. That's fake. People always try to do that though. Like I think it's because they just know it's gonna get likes on TikTok. Like.
Yeah, that's why she threw Bryce Hall in there so that it would go viral.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you deal with that all the time, Dave? Like people making fake videos about you?
I don't get fake videos. I get half real, half fake. Like Paul's seen a bunch. Like girls will put conversations I have, but they'll
and then
edit
they
them
exaggerate,
or cut them, or they'll always make it seem like I initiated it. But it'll be like 10 things of, hey, I'm dying to fuck you. I'm dying to fuck you. I'm dying to fuck you. And I'll be like, you want to fuck? And then they'll just put me. You want to fuck?
God, they're trapping you, man.
But
they're
look
trapping
real,
you,
right?
What?
But like the DMs look real, so that's why it's so easy for people to believe.
Well, there's so many apps where you can just make fake DM combos too. It's like it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me. It used to bother me a little bit, but now it's just the only thing that actually weirdly would like kind of gets me if I'm actually truly interested in somebody. They already have this preconceived notion based on what they think they've seen on the internet, and it's like not true.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah,
right.
So that sucks. Our guy's making moves.
Who's our guy?
Fucking little Huddy.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
what's he doing?
What's he doing? He and Sydney Sweeney, who I guess is like the hottest girl on the internet here, they're making music and he's playing Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh yeah, no, honestly, huge. I gotta give credit where credit's due. I'm always gonna be an honest guy. That shit is cool as fuck. So cool.
He's just like handing me my lunch.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean that casting thing. Jaden. So my roommate Jaden, he also is in that movie.
And we got our idiot PR team. Did you see that? They sent form
they
emails
send
to
Jaden an
hey,
email.
Why don't you come on BFFs? It's like, it's fucking Josh's best friend. We're sending these fucking form emails like fucking dicks.
Yeah. No, Jaden's literally, it's funny because he's like my brother, so it would have been the easiest ask ever. But no, all the comments are actually on every YouTube video saying bring on Jaden though. So
right here?
On BFFs, every comment I see on YouTube, all the time, is bring on Jaden.
So I would do it in 2 seconds. The only reason I thought I thought it was original. It's he's kind of close to the vest. He doesn't sling it like how he's. I'd love to have him. We should have We should have Griffin on almost every show because he's also somebody who just wants to sling it.
Oh yeah, I see him DMing you, just saying he'll send me text messages where he DMs you and he's just like, let's just fucking run it. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So I'm down to bring him. But back on the Chase thing, I think when I saw the trailer, it looked good. I saw the trailer, looked pretty fire. Looked like the movie was looked like MGK did a good job of putting it together. So I'm low-key excited to see it. I'm gonna watch it.
Do you know who Sydney Sweeney is?
Never heard of her, but I heard that it was apparently a big deal that she was in it or something.
Yeah.
Or she's there's something about her that was big. I don't know.
Her boobs? Are you being sarcastic right now?
I wasn't going for the big boob joke. No.
Because she was described to me as the new Kate Upton. Do you know who Kate Upton is?
I do. She did those fucking commercials,
Yeah.
right? Where she not Game of Thrones. It was like something like that,
Yeah,
right?
no, she did.
Yeah.
There was some game. She's Sports Illustrated cover girl, super
Yep.
famous, the it girl, and
She had, like, blonde, huge,
rack.
huge-
So I
yeah.
think she's being compared to her.
Okay. All right.
Slice. Slice is the official pizza delivery partner of One Bite. Slice, we've been working with them, I don't know, it seems like forever now. They are the pizza people. We want One Bite and Slice to be the only way you order pizza. We've updated the map page on the One Bite app. You can now see Slice pizza shops in your local area. It makes ordering pizza easier, quicker. It's the only place to find the best pizza in your local area. It's a better deal for the shops. Slice works with 14,000 local pizzerias, have saved local pizza places $200 million in fees. You can order now with Slice using the One Bite app. Order today. Use the promo code Dave for $3 off your first order. Download the Slice delivery app. Use code Dave for $3 off your first order. All right, back to the show now. Yeah, let's sneak a game in. Let's do the game. Want to do the
Hell yeah.
Zoomer Boomer? Or
I like Zoomer Boomer. Let's do that.
all right. You have to know this one, right?
I do not know this one.
Brianna, I guess.
Well, I don't say the name yet, right?
Oh, you don't know who this is.
No, I know who this is.
Fuck. Well, then I have no idea. It's all you guys.
I know who it is.
It's Christina Aguilera, right?
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
Damn.
Goddess.
Wait,
All right.
did Josh know it?
Josh didn't
I didn't know it.
Oh, you didn't?
Not at all.
So she was, in my day, like the rival with Britney Spears, and I was always so hard on Christina Aguilera because she could
Right.
sing so much better. What, Uma Chocolata Lata, that song, nails it.
Uma chocolata lata. Summer Rae.
I did not know who that was.
She's like famous
Hell
for
yeah.
her ass.
1-1.
Well, then, I mean, she's got a great ass.
Yeah, she's great ass.
Huh. I'm
She's
gonna
like a
have to do
fitness
some research.
model. Oh,
You don't know that right away?
fuck. I'm not
That's
gonna get the name.
crazy.
DJ Pauly D. Well, we talked about having them on the show, and Josh is like, it's not really my era, Jersey Shore.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
not at all.
We once had them at a party in Boston when they were blowing up, and we got a tanning booth in the party in the basement of McFadden's in Boston, and I just went into the tanning
Jeez.
booth like almost just a car wash. I go in, circle around, go back, and I got like 13 straight spray tans, so I'd be as orange as possible when they showed up.
Dave, I need to go to a party with you, man.
Yeah,
that
it's a little
shit
bit
sounds
different.
too lit.
We already talked about this kid.
Yeah. do you
Yeah,
know
Vinny.
his
This is
name?
Vinny.
Vinny Terror.
Nope, not his last name, Hacker. Close though. Close.
Vinny
Both
Hacker.
badass last names either way.
He's big, right?
Yeah, he's like the hot
He-
guy on
he-
TikTok.
Yeah, he's
does that
pretty
mean?
big. He's
What
like he's like
Like
the
he's really big. Like all girls are.
Oh,
like,
the
swooning
it
over him.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, he was living in my old house and now he's in the hype house.
Can we
you
get
believe that
him
guy?
on this podcast?
That's what I said. We should get him on.
I mean, we can, yeah.
Let's get Vinny Hacker. That's going to be a
Yeah,
fake
let's get him
name.
on for a little segment. Oh, wait. Is that Avani? Yeah, I think it is.
No.
Nicki Minaj.
Oh my God, why did
Meg the Stallion? Come on.
Damn.
that looks just like Avani when
Looks
she does
like
her makeup?
just like Nicki Minaj.
Nah,
Yeah.
Guys are ridiculous.
that's Anthony's girlfriend. Looks just like that.
Who's Anthony?
He's the one that you said looked like Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Anyways, Howie Mandel.
Oh, shit. Howard Stern, king of all media.
Oh, that was really wrong.
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel's the bald guy,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Done.
Oh,
So
what a
close.
slap in the. You just took a white glove off and fucking right across his face.
Howard Stern. That's just the same. Close enough. Both start with an H.
Not even close. Do you
Come
know
on.
who Howard Stern is?
I mean, he did America's Got Talent and stuff, right? Or something like that.
It's so sad. He used to describe himself as the king of all media, and he really was. Like radio, early he's got a movie about.
Oh, yeah, he had
a lot of
the
people say,
radio-
like,
he was a
Barstool
radio
is the
host.
New Howard Stern, and even that would be like, whoa, Dave, you're really like sucking your own dick here. I mean, he was king.
Okay. Shit. All right. Oh, I know that face. Fuck. I'm not gonna get it.
Bruce Willis,
Yeah, I knew it was a Bruce.
Fucking hell.
diehards. Oh, I know this kid.
I do too. And
He
this is gonna
dances
sound
with his
so bad.
brother lamely.
This one sounds so bad, but I forget. I'm
forget-
drawing a blank on his name.
And I remember there was some girl who had a bazillion followers who came across my screen.
Sienna
who danced.
Mae.
I don't know
Sienna
if it's
Mae.
his
It's his
sister.
girlfriend.
It's his
No, that's his girlfriend,
Sienna.
Sienna. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
cute. Fuck.
We want to get
Is
her
it
on the podcast.
Jack? Is it Jake
Okay,
or
so I
Jack?
like this guy. Yeah, Jake and Jack.
Yeah.
It's Jake or Jack or something like that. I forget. Jack, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a brother who looks like him too, and they dance. They always have the weirdest facial expressions.
They're real smiley.
They're really smiley, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's one of my favorite athletes of all time. All time.
Oh, Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
2 or
Larry
3.
Bird.
Yeah.
Fuck. God. Time wasn't the nicest to Larry Bird.
No. Larry always kind of looked like that.
Larry
That's Larry.
was.
How old is he now?
So
He's
he
old.
graduated college in 79.
Oh, I don't know math like that. Oh, this one.
That's crazy. Something. Fiesta, dun, dun,
No,
Quinceanera. She
Fiesta
sings some
Forever
song.
is, Miami Sound Machine. Gloria
No, she didn't
Estefan.
sing it, but it's like they always meme her with that song. Come on.
Yes.
Fiesta, son,
Yes.
Rainy Rodriguez or something.
Yes, you got it.
Well,
Ah!
I literally have no idea. Why do they do Gloria?
I don't know.
Estefan
It's a
to her?
family channel
She's a
thing. They meme her.
Yeah.
Huh. She's
Alyssa
Very
Violet.
pretty.
Oh, that's that's Lele Pons, right?
Oh, it might be Lele. Yeah.
Oh, that's I.
She's like the most unfunny. She does like Instagram.
Yeah, people always make fun of her for like YouTube videos that are just like the storyline makes no sense.
I'm not gonna.
And she just
comment negatively.
she just makes
because I
weird
know her
faces.
Husband
Who's her
Oh, okay. I didn't know she was married.
or fiance, one or the other. I think it's husband. And I'm sure you've run into him actually, Josh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying she's not funny if the husband runs into me and is trying to like fight, but I am saying that the internet says it. So,
All right. So do you have a couple time? Do you have time for like a question or two and then bounce?
I gotta go.
Okay.
I have a
do the
call that
questions.
started a minute ago.
Yeah, I'll do the fucking questions.
You're just two.
There's 2 questions.
I can run one question real quick.
Do you have? Okay. Well, first, most important question: when will there be a second merch drop?
See, aren't you glad you stayed for that?
I'm super glad. I don't know. I think we got to do them like if we're doing like limited and we're selling out like that. I think we could do one every like 2 weeks to a month.
Yeah, I was thinking like a month. I was thinking like a monthly drop. We didn't know how it works, so a month. All right, on that.
Yeah.
Now you can bounce.
Yeah, because this one's kind of just for Dave.
Okay.
Would you actually move the company to Miami?
Oh, so we got asked to do Miami. So the mayor asked to go to Miami. The problem we have is we have a bunch of people I don't trust in this company. And like the thoughts of everyone running around South Beach and like 6 a.m. on a Tuesday night, I don't love. And the second part, I won't ask people to move. Like we're an East Coast company by nature, but I'll move to Miami.
Okay.
I don't know if the company will.
Cool.
All right.